Ladies and gentlemen, it is the 1 year anniversary of Godzilla Bite Size reviews. We took a big ass break since the great content throttling of 2025, and despite being throttled 3 times in 2025, we have reached 100 subscribers. The first time in my 17 years on YouTube that I've reached that milestone. The original first episode has either or is about to reach 3,000 views. So thank you to all of you. Since I started Godzilla Bite Size reviews, I've done voice acting, an opinion piece, completed a Nuzlocke with no deaths, started the bread maker of the channel, the history of professional wrestling. My ex-girlfriend cheated on me a month before our 3-year anniversary. And I started up another Nuzlocke. But on the main topic at hand, today we're looking back on the movies that started it all for my channel. It's 1954's Gojira and 1955's King of the Monster. Zzz. Godzilla's shadow swallows the light. Right. So first on the agenda, Raymond Burr was a great actor, and I'm happy he respected and admired the Godzilla franchise after starring in the American version. That being said, he deserved a better Godzilla movie to star in. It is just as bad as everyone says it is, still just as bad as I said it was, and it bears repeating. At the time I watched the movie, I continuously yelled at my TV screen, begging the writers to quit fucking winking and nudging at me every 5 minutes of this cursed ass movie. I know it's fake. We know it's fake. Why were they so damn worried that people in the 1950s would think that this is a fucking documentary of what's going on in Japan? Anyways, I thought I got all that out of my system a year ago. But here we go. The far superior Gojira. What a masterclass. It is the gold standard for the franchise for a reason. The drama, the suspense, the fact that the characters are likable, are affected by the giant lizard. They don't make me cringe with witty zingers. Even the random civilians during Goji's rampage have some genuine gut-punching sad moments that really adds weight to the monster. So basically, this should be the template for every Godzilla movie. The human characters add to the monster. The monster adds to the human characters. Why this is complicated, I have no clue. No clue. Speaking of the monster, poor Haru Nakajima. That suit was 220 pounds. But it is probably the best Showa suit, if not one of the best Showa suits. That being said, the puppet does not do it any justice, and honestly looks incredibly goofy at certain parts. After the rampage, there's a very long segment called The Prayer for Peace, and you either love it or you hate it. For me, it kinda wanders into musical territory of going on just a bit too long. That may be my undiagnosed ADHD, and maybe I should appreciate it more. Maybe I should use it as a moment for a breather to really appreciate that we're taking a moment of somberness and it's mourning the passing of the unnamed characters, if you will. It's the moment that leads up to Sarazawa realizing that a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, and if you gotta bomb a giant lizard in the middle of an ocean with a weapon you just made, then by God, that's what you gotta do. That being said, 3 minutes though? There just came a point where it kept going, and it felt maybe I was missing something culturally. I don't know, that's just me. You can hate me down in the comments. Overall, I still agree with a lot of what I said in my first video. but I didn't want this to be exactly 1-to-1, so I'm going to cut it here. That being said, the Gojira, subtitled or dubbed, I don't know if there's a dub, but if there's a dub, watch it dubbed or subtitled, whichever one you prefer. I know my friend Edmund would definitely prefer it subbed, but that's because he's a weeb. Regardless, if you've never watched a Godzilla movie, start with Gojira 1954. I highly recommend it. There are several Godzilla movies, like Against Mechagodzilla, I would also recommend as your first, but you can't go wrong with the very first Godzilla movie, 1954's Gojira. That being said, 1954's Gojira gets a 9 out of 10 from me, and Godzilla, King of the Monsters, gets a dud out of 10. Gloria Rame.
Swallows the light.